What's going on, y'all? Got another video. I just want to address a couple things that I can tell is about to be a storm. It's a storm already brewing. It's just behind the scenes, but it's about to come to the forefront. Um, in the line of work that I do, and exposing the darkness that's hidden from the rest of the people, from the rest of the world, really. That's not seen. This injustice on so many levels. Um, it's hard, it's rough, and it's designed this way. It's designed this way. Where there is evil, there is good. A lot of the people who are put in positions of authority and power to help, not everyone helps. Not everyone helps. And you have people who are tied into organizations that have a lot of monetary power. Monetary. Just like, for instance, for men, when you're going in the judicial system, law, you're going up against women who have been victims of domestic violence, or we'll just start with that. The law is more favored towards women who have been victims of that, who have been adhered to that kind of abuse. Single mothers. So as a man in this position, they would say the odds are stacked against me, because who doesn't have empathy for a single mother who's had domestic violence, issues, who's been sexually abused, who's been, that's trauma. So, naturally, the law is gonna stand up for that. Like, what? Oh yeah, we got you. We're gonna bring justice. However, what a lot of people turn a blind eye to is when it's the man who's going against the corrupt woman, who is unhealed, who refuses to take accountability for her actions, but who uses the system to manipulate a narrative to be spoken against a man and her own form of seeking justice, which is not really justice, it's revenge. But when she uses false allegations, pays people to say and to make false statements, gains the compassion or the empathy of other women to attack this man. They can relate more to her story than they can to this man's story, because society, how they would look at this man, outcast. Oh, what? Oh, he's been incarcerated? Oh, he's been to prison? Oh, this is going to be easy. This is what I've been up against. They don't really support too much about men doing the work and the fight and struggle that they have to persevere in order to prove that they have reinvented themselves. The success stories, they're there, but they don't really go into depth about the fight against the man versus woman when these domestic violences, these cases come out. Like, for instance, I just did a last video. It took me, I had to go through hell to get a restraining order on a certain individual. 3 reports, 3 phone calls. Not even trying to press charges, trying to get a woman a break. Like, look, I'm not trying to get you incarcerated because I don't want people to go through what I done been through. I done been through that. And a lot of people that's doing this stuff, they ain't even going to make it through receiving. They just hear the word jail. They're going to break down, the whole world coming to an end. But they think that it's funny to lie and try to set people up to lose their freedom. Why? Because that man may want to leave. He realizes that relationship is toxic, dysfunctional, or he's with a karmic. You're with a narcissist. He's an empath. That relationship was not designed to work. So rather than them take accountability, well, once you've exposed a narcissist, they're not really too happy about it anyway. They will pull for any narrative that they can. What I want to know is how an FBI agency, CIA, Department of Justice, FTC, tied into the Vancouver Police Department, the court system, can explain a man that's supposed to be deceased is still living. But how not an agency has reached out to this living person that's supposed to be deceased, where their family said that he was deceased and gave them financial, I'm just going to say finances. This person is alive, breathing, speaking. He's competent. He's not crazy. In fact, he's quite woke. Everything that they said that he agreed to, he did not agree to. I did not loan out any money. I did not start any businesses. My identity was stolen. In fact, it was completely remade over. Not to mention the fact that I'm adopted. Been raised by a false family the whole time. People sending in agents to keep tabs on me. They thought that that man was alone. Come to find out, God showed me there is a whole community that is going through what you are going through. So right now, it's going to be quite difficult for them to prove or to try to make a narrative that this man is crazy. When this story that's being spread over YouTube, there is names of family members and exes who are coming out in these videos by name who don't even know me. Meanwhile, a girl can get on the phone, mind you, that I have a restraining order with, have had one for about 7-8 months. Goes and frequents the gas station that I go to in hopes of running into me. Well, she ran into me. But I know about this investigation that's going on because this ex is tied into with the family members that then teamed up to try to get me killed, knew about me getting poisoned on multiple occasions, as well as a plot currently for a conspiracy to commit murder. She gets on the phone. Oh, I didn't even see him at first. And he pulled up yelling at me. No, this is inaccurate. What I did say is, while still sitting in my vehicle, you know you're about to go to jail, right? And drive off. This woman got the audacity to put in the report, I done punched her, choked her, used a weapon against her. And around this current time, I'm known for having mental breakdowns. Around the same time of year. Well, that's funny because I didn't have one last year. And the year before that, when that one did happen, it's funny how one forgets. That's how good God is, man. One forgets that I went to court for those trumped up charges that the police department in Longview tried to trump up on a simple trespass. Put felony charges in there, right? Fought that for a year. How come I went to court? They threw out all the charges. I brought them records, bro. I'm not crazy, bro. I got drugged. My body was responding to some drugs that was in there. Of course, it made me react that way. I'm not in mental health, and I don't take mental health medication. However, the woman that has made this report does take mental health medication. To balance out what? To stabilize what? Her mood. Does she have a mental health therapist? Yes, she does. The same people that I helped save this woman from is going to have the audacity to try to help her to lie and to try to get me falsely accused of a domestic violence. I'm telling you, the city's still not getting it. They're still trying. Women stay on the other side of town in the suburbs. Where are you 3 minutes down the street from a house from at a gas station that you know that I frequent? These people are trying to incite They're trying to incite something up out of me that's not going to come up out of me in the form that they think it is. Because I know how to talk. I know how to speak with passion without showing you physical violence. So if America can understand physical violence, it's quite universal. I want someone to explain to me when they come to me how someone is not going to understand universal English of what's clearly being done. Still, a police officer came and served me a paper, a public service, within 48 hours of that phone call, but did not call me to ask me my side of the story. Completely took the side of a female who was reporting a domestic violence that has a restraining order against her. But again, I say, no weapon formed against you will prosper. They are not ready, no matter how much preparation that they are trying to do, to explain all the injustices that have been done, all the stalking and the negligence for the reports that I have made. I have been into the FBI 3 times. And that man is going to ask me on the 3rd time, why don't we just start with your first and last name? I said, excuse me? Insulting my intelligence. We're talking about an organization that tracks people for a living, hacks people's phones for a living. If they cannot put together what it is that I know is being monitored on YouTube to who I am, all these people need to turn in their damn badges. But what's going to happen, instead of them quitting, karma about to hit them so hard, these people about to lose their job because they're choosing not to do their job. I don't care what coven you belong to, what Masonic group you belong to. I don't even care what governor. I don't care who's involved. I know that there's somebody that's about to see this video, even with the people that see it at YouTube, to where what's going on. There are people who actually uphold the law and justice and are not going to take a bribe to turn a blind eye. You got a whole group of people that's being gang stalked and had MK Ultra done on them and just think, oh, we're just gonna cut off this person's resources and act like he's just crazy. I'm alive. That woman stood in court and said that I was deceased. The whole community I live in. You got people that went to court, said that I'm mentally, what did they say, deemed me incompetent. Well, from the looks of these videos, it looks like I can speak pretty clearly. Looks like I've been holding my own. Of course, with the help of the Most High God and my ancestors, it looks like I've been standing on my 2, right? You can't act like you can't find a man that's alive that's in the system. 2 + 2 = 4. It don't equal 5. You can't convince me it equals 5. And you know what I believe is going to happen? There may even be someone that really don't believe in upholding justice, but I believe that somebody's going to come along that wants the clout. They may want the clout. There's some good people out there that work in the legal system. A lot of them don't really know what kind of system they're working for. The people that actually run that system know. They don't know, but their hearts are still in the right place. They don't know. The officer that handed me the paper, I said, man, did you look at the file? Did you see how many times I had to call the police to just, I didn't even press charges on this woman. I didn't even press charges on her. That was me having a heart, trying to save this woman. Trying to save her while they was trying to sacrifice me. I've had enough of that. I've had enough of that. I'm not reaching out to save people that are trying to sacrifice me. That equation ain't adding up. And I know that people are on my page looking on my Facebook. The person, she got nervous talking about it, said her birth date on there. Tried to paint the narrative that I was threatening her because it had her birth date and it had a coffin. But if they read the title of the reading that came from a YouTube reader, it said fake death. Faked their death. I'm not threatening to cause death. The inconsistencies in these narratives is so funny, but it's not, because there's a lot of people who are going through mental anguish, who are being treated unjustly, who are having finances. I mean, for me, it's the mental anguish over the finances, but people, of course, need their finances to survive. The people got families to feed. What gets me is the people that are upset are the people who are talking about they got families to feed, but they've been getting it by robbing and stealing and killing people. Look like somebody need to find a different way to live, though, to make their money. Some of these people want out and they can't even get out. Well, nobody tell you to sign up for that. Now I got the roommate back at the apartment. He doing all the passive aggressive tactics, slamming doors, slamming things down, still trying to trigger me. I just laugh like, dang, you still ain't got it yet. But you know what? Sun coming out. I can't blame him for trying. Because I told him months ago. I said, I know what you're doing. I said, you about to go to prison. You about to go to jail. He just looked at me. I said, watch. That time, those times I was talking to you, and you'd be like, oh, he was right. He was right. I was like, you going to have another one. I said, but this time you have this one, it's going to cost you. I could see the look in his face. He pissed. You can't be pissed because you chose to get involved in something. Thought you was, being jealous. Thought you was being fly, and, you saucing and. But anyway, we 17 minutes in. See, out here in society, people mistake somebody raising their voice with passion, because I know that somebody that they were involved in trying to get me offed. Like, I wasn't supposed to be here to deliver these messages. You damn right, I got a lot of passion behind when I speak. But it ain't nothing to where you can't somebody just speak passionately and all of a sudden, oh, it's a DV. Nah, bruh. Y'all got to know. Y'all ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I know that the state that I'm in is favored for women for domestic violence, but y'all forgot that they also granted me a restraining order because I was a victim of that, or a survivor of that. I don't like the term victim. People accept that term so much that they want to stay victims. They never want to persevere or fight back to come out of anything. Especially people that like attention. But if only they knew the other side of the breakthrough from the feeling that they would get from, I don't go too heavy into it because it's just kind of, it's a little, man, the term I want to use. It's tragic, man. I ain't gonna lie. The people that you help when they turn on you. I ain't gonna lie. But you know what? I've also watched those same people that turned on me. When the people that they turned on me for turn on them, I ain't even there no more. Like, I done told you I'm not coming to help you. I'm not nursing no more snakes back to health. I done learned my lessons. Poke holes in my ship. Now your ship sink. You want me to come save your ship. Where do they do that at? Especially when you poke the holes in your own ship. When I did it to myself, I had to climb myself out of it. I had to learn my lessons. All gratitude and praises to the Most High, man, my ancestors and spiritual team. I speak protection over this channel from any demonic and unauthorized divination that may be used for any ill will that people may wish upon me, that's spoken out of their mouth for all of it to be returned to sender with love and light from the universe. Because I don't wish no ill will on nobody, but we at war, and I'm not going to be nobody's sacrifice or scapegoat. Until next time, peace, love, and light.